What up, my homies, my friends? I hope this beautiful Tuesday is meeting you in a beautiful place, a meditative place. Cheers to you. I hope everybody's doing great out there in YouTube land. My Litecoin family, salute you. Charlie Lee, what's up? I love you, man. I thank you for creating beautiful Litecoin that we love and we appreciate. The crypto markets are looking beautiful. They're looking very juicy. Last week has seen some pretty heavy volatility. What are we going to do? Is the Fed going to drown us, you guys? Are they going to hold us underwater until we can't breathe, until the bubbles go blub, blub, blub? I like to believe that they know what they're doing, okay? And I think that they absolutely have a plan. There's too many PhDs and doctorates in that place to really think that they don't have a master plan. And I think it is to buy up everything at pennies on the dollar and to do this thing, this rinse and repeat cycle of flow, of making this soup so saturated, and then pulling the rug, you guys, some pizza in that thing. And it happens every 7 years and 80 years, 80-year cycles, and we're coming up to this 80-year cycle, you guys. And if you guys need news, come to my channel, litecoinlawton.com. If you guys have like the charts, if you like sound money, gold, silver, Litecoin, Bitcoin, ETH, I do Sheeb, Doji. I like Digibyte on this channel. I like projects that are truly decentralized. I like proof of work coins primarily. I think that ETH has a purpose and a place in this ecosystem, and I think that there's going to have to be exceptions to the rules. I did get ChatGPT to draft me up a crypto-friendly bill, you guys, and I will show you that to you guys. I'm doing some revisions right now on it, and then I want to release it and start getting signatures. You guys, tell me what you think about that idea. I think that if people probably don't know that it's AI generated, that's probably better, because it is ridiculously awesome how AI has incorporated the language and current laws with the ability to move forward in a friendly, positive manner in the space, you guys. So it's an idea of using AI to benefit mankind, you guys. So it was very interesting, some of the results I got. I printed a few copies of the bill. We will go over that on the next episode, and I just hold me to that too, because I want to get into that. Where do I think we are in the cycle? I think right now we're looking at the next year and a half, you guys, 2 years. I think we're right here. Okay, I think this, because we're so suppressed, I think we're going to start accelerating. Okay, as this curve accelerates, I think that we're going to have this like slow acceleration here. Okay, and the stock to flow, the halving cycle plays a major role in the mathematics and the supply, right? And so when you have the supply, the demand stays the same. What happens, right? The price goes up. And so we have this built-in beautiful thing that I feel like is cheating, you guys, with cryptos. I feel like it's cheating. I feel like we're investing in an algorithm, and that we know, like, every 4 years, pop, 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 pop. It's like the dog is like, fool me 4 times, okay? It's like people that don't believe in crypto, they've literally been smacked in the head, if they're like 30 years or older, 4 times by now, okay? And, are they going to not do it again? Like, the same people are going to, we're going to get adopters. We're going to get more adoption each time. And it's just going to take like one country, you guys. It's going to take one country, and this thing is going to blow up, okay? It's going to be crazy. I'm looking at the DXY right now, okay? And the reason I'm looking at the we actually are breaking. This is actually a bullish structure, right? And you could either consider this like a bear flag, or you could consider this like a descending wedge, right? And we're breaking up. And right now, the dollar right now is setting a higher high, okay? And this is on the daily. So it hasn't been since May that we've basically seen the dollar as high as it is right now, okay? And this is basically this deflationary spike that's occurring right now. And we're seeing it all over the globe right now as loans basically contract And our debt-based system is based on loan creation, right? So if the banks aren't loaning, then everything's drying up, and this is what we're seeing. We're seeing this deflationary spike right now. And so the yields, what is the 10-year yield doing? Let's see, let's look at it together. It looks like it's going up, right? So we have a buy. I didn't turn on Lux Algo, but I can turn that on real quick and see. All right, so Lux is on, okay, and we're still in this thing, right? So it's had a strong buy, and we're on the daily, you guys. We had the hash ribbons fired. We had a bearish cross right here, but the candles and Lux Algo still had you in right now. But the MACD, it looks like it's about to, curl back over positive here. And so that means that the 10-year yield is going to start ripping, right? So that means people are selling bonds. Okay, that means that countries all over the place are selling bonds, and that's not great for de-dollarization. And the strength of the dollar is now increasing, right? So we have this pressure, you guys, on all asset classes. This is sheep, and we basically got rejected on this gang fan I was looking at. Where is this? Not yeah. So let's start with Litecoin today, you guys. Let's look at Litecoin. All right. So we did have this like ascending triangle. Okay, I was kind of tracking this ascending triangle. All right, and we're in this kind of like larger pattern. Okay, so we're always like in a larger pattern. So if you need clarity, always zoom out. They always tell you that, right? So if we need clarity, we zoom out. We've had this, high at $400. We keep bumping our head on $400 over the last 8 years. Okay, we've been bumping our head on this. I think the next time we breach $400, I think you guys were going to like $1,000. So this is not financial advice in this channel. I love Litecoin. I'm seeing it in the charts. There's so many times that you can like get rejected. Basically, you can play whack-a-mole so many times until the thing breaks out. And you can also say that on the downward side, okay? But Litecoin is also decentralized, okay? There's so many wild card factors right out there, you guys. If someone is like just like totally FedEx, or what if X, right? What if X is like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to go Litecoin and Dogecoin are going to be my things because it's proof of script. Dogecoin is, Litecoin's little baby, and so it makes sense that he would actually adopt Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Doge, okay? And what if we had that news tomorrow, okay? And it's like those wild cards, it would just pop, you guys. Litecoin, it's such a small little market cap. Even all of cryptos are such a small little dinky dink, rinky dink, market cap, you guys. Like, we're so early in this adoption, you guys. I just try to stress that on this channel, you guys. We're so early in this adoption, and this is your lifetime's opportunity, like, to get into this asset class. And it's so amazing to me. I'm so fortunate to be here, and I want you guys to share a little bit of that with you guys, because I came from no money, and I came from a poor family, and my parents still thought we were on the gold standard, okay? And I had to like convince them. I was like, no, Pops, we went off the gold standard in like 1970. And, there is an argument to be said that because the true death of a currency, right, is when you can't even buy gold with your dollar. Okay. So, I mean, right now you can spend $1,900 or so and buy an ounce of gold. Okay. So there is kind of a gold standard, right? So when things boil down to what the price of anything is, right? The aspect of money is very interesting. I'm gonna switch over my account right now, just to talk about money right now, because money right now, we're in this like cycle, right? This very algorithmic math-based cycle of cryptocurrencies. Okay, I hope you are out there. If you're not involved in this right now, it's amazing. Like, probably wouldn't be watching this channel if you're not involved in cryptos, right, at all. And so we want to see our numbers go up. And so like the hardest part is to buy these dips, you guys. The COVID dump, dude, and everybody's like selling into like this fear mongered, like manipulated thing. Like, dude, like that's like, you can't know, like that's kind of the area we're at right now. Like, we could have this, like, this could be like kind of this like natural cycle. Like, we just have this like you know, in September, or like whenever the COVID dip was I guess it was March, right? So anyways, like, so we have these like cycles, you guys, and these like sometimes there's these like bigger cycles within little, you know, like little cycles within bigger cycles, and these bigger cycles play out. And so I think we're at a very interesting time, and we're at this new like birth phase, like probably like inning two in a baseball game of cryptocurrencies. Okay. And I think we're entering into inning three. Okay. And inning three is going to be like the crazy, like that's going to be the inning where people like become wealthy. Like they go from rich to like wealthy, right? Or they go from, you know, poor to wealthy, right? Like they can do that with the right number, right coins, in the right situation, in the right country. Like all it takes is the U.S. to get in, right? U.S. come tomorrow and be like, you know what, we give up. We give up. We're not going to fight Bitcoin anymore. Okay, we're just going to accept it, and we're going to make, 30% of our T-bills backed by Bitcoin. Okay, bam, instant, like 10x the market, the whole market, you guys. And not only that, it would probably even do more than that because of all the other countries, right? Like every other country is going to get their lead, and we are this like crazy situation, you guys. This crazy situation where we are the world reserve currency, right? Like it's never happened in the human history of human history, right? Like human civilization. This has never happened. We've always wanted to do it, and you know the next best thing to basically owning, or you know, having all of the world, owning, conquering the world, right, is the next best thing is to conquer the world financially, right? Like in this, and by the U.S. reserve asset being pegged to the oil, it was a brilliant move back in the day, and you know, God bless America. But it's at the same time, I think it's shifting, that we need to start, our T-bills need to be start moving towards stable coins in order for the dollar to survive. And it's just going to transition to a digital state primarily. And I think that that's going to be backed, like the stable coins are going to start buying US treasuries, and that's going to fill the void of the suction cup coming out of the, you know, so the DXY. So like, you know, these countries selling their, you know, they're selling their bonds, right? And it's causing, like, we're gonna have to someone's gonna have to buy those bonds, right? And I think that, you know, Tether, USDC, I think that, you know, Binance probably, and you know, Coinbase is in bed with them as well. So like everybody, they're all going to be in bed, and they're all going to like decide which stable coins are going to survive. Okay. Or if you present a case and you're going to buy enough treasuries, then and back your thing, then you can become a stable coin too, right? So I think that's what's going to happen, you guys. I just wanted to keep this video kind of short. The things I'm seeing in the technicals right now, I think, you know, right now we have a pretty like we're in this like kind of no man's land. We could drop down. We could see a drop. I think is low. I don't think we're going to go any lower than 23,000. Okay, and it just says that on the VPBR. I think we might, the worst case scenario, I think for Bitcoin, I think we might bounce around, and then we might break down here soon. You know, bounce around on this 22,000, kind of come back up, form this like ascending triangle, I would imagine, and then it's going to break out. And then we're probably going to be off the races, you guys. Okay. And it's just going to be some weird event, you know, and BlackRock's going to got to get there. They got to get in, you know, so they bring the boat back. The big entities, when these big entities get in, you guys expect a wild ride, because, you know, they have the ability to bring the boat back. Okay. And once we break this red line, you guys, I think, you know, I think that basically we're off to the races, dude, at that point. Okay, you guys. I think that, you know, that's going to symbolize, so I think that's going to symbolize basically the full on run, you guys. We're going to get, you know, one of these, and I think it's going to be even more than this. I think it's going to do more because of the nature of the beast here. There's so much money on the sidelines. There's so much corporate cash that have been foaming and frothing to get into Bitcoin. And when I say Bitcoin, I mean a plethora of other top-notch blue-collar cryptocurrencies. So be in the top tier, you guys. You know, if you want to gamble with the crap coins, then do it. But you know, keep it moderate. I would do primarily Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin, Sheep, Doge, Digibyte, and then I would have some silver, gold. And if you want to gamble on some other ones, dude, Bone, Pepe, Cardano. There's a lot of really good other altcoins that if you want to get into the more playing the game, then you can play in the game. So that's how we do it. So make money, you guys. Be smart out there and don't risk more you can lose. Obviously, play the game right. There's a lot of crazy things in the world, so just we got to maintain. We got to keep each other strong. My homies out there, you guys, peace. Cheers to you. I'm here on this boat with you. I think we're gonna end in for some amazing things come in like a year and a half. We're gonna have to be patient, but about a year and a half, we're gonna see some fireworks. So you guys buckle up, strap in. This is the time to keep your eyes awake, eyes peeled. You have your best financial entry points still. At this point in time, you have your best entry points. If Bitcoin goes to 200,000 and you buy it at 25 versus 40,000, you're still a genius. So know that, be a genius. Like Wayne Lawton, out.